Hey guys, Misty here with Luna Moon Stand Up Paddleboard Yoga, and today I wanted to feature our inflatable kayak, which is new to the fleet this summer. It's been kind of thought about for other individuals who may have a harder time standing but want to paddle with us and they want to be with us. Typically I teach paddleboard yoga, um, paddleboard 101s, basics, group classes, tours, destination paddles, that kind of thing. But the kayak, it gave a lot of opportunity and a lot more fun to our season, and I'm pretty thankful for it. But I wanted to show it off here. So we're at Mystery Van, and actually I just cleaned up the iRocker inflatable kayak, and let's open her up and take a look. First, just how easy it rolls up. So some advantage points for an inflatable kayak. You've probably heard them before. They're kind of like the inflatable paddleboards. Durable, easy to transport, don't need a roof rack, those types of things. They are a lot comfortable actually to sit on. And I want to also show the bag that it comes with so that you can just go ahead and just wipe it down. I did a more thorough cleaning on this one because we used it so many times this summer, meaning I really got into the nicks and crannies and really tidied it up for the season. But typically, if you're just a normal user and you use it one time, just probably wipe it down a few times before you roll it back up, put it in its bag or in the trunk of the car, wherever you might be headed. But here are some other advantage points as well for having an inflatable kayak and why it made our season tip top. So here we go. I got the handle here that's pretty easy for transport. Actually, I found it a lot easier to transport it when I'm walking with it already inflated. And that's just typical, right? So once you get it kind of tidied up, rolled nice and tight, and put it in the bag, then you can transport it a little bit easier versus right now it's just kind of loosey-goosey, and it's all right, for right now. Another topic that I'd love to cover for just inflatables in general, typically you get a little tube like this with a patch kit, maybe a little instructions in there. And here's the patches inside here. This one comes with a little tool, which most should come with this little tool. What is this for? I will get to that in the next segment. A lot of people are still asking those questions. They might think it's just an extra part laying around. So a couple of key things for why this kayak was valuable to our season. Not only did it help some other folks get back on the water with their paddle group that have some mobility issues, maybe just something personally going on physically. So anyway, we were able to get some other people out on the water. And the thing is that it sits a little higher off of the water. It doesn't go that fast, but it does have a rudder, which is cool for tracking. So it tracked pretty straight, and a lot of room inside this one. Huge advantage on this particular iRocker inflatable. It is a two-person kayak that can turn into a one-person. So just moving those seats, and you have the buckles there to be able to make your choice on how you want to use your vessel. And the thing is that when you make it the one person, they sit right in the middle. They got plenty of leg room in the front, and then behind you are some bungees, maybe an extra cooler. We kind of gave it this weird name of lifeboat. And I'm kind of going with that because I think that the paddleboarders, they can throw stuff up on there when they need to. And then that way, when they get ready to go, they load that stuff in the back, strap it down, maybe extra lights if it's a later paddle where we're leaving in sunset, coming back in the dark. So that was pretty cool too. The other part, there is a function up here in the nose to drain out water when you take it out of the boat. Some other things that I was coming up with as well as just maybe a sponge just to get out that extra water and wring it out. Kayaks in general do have those bilge pumps that you can put into the water, and it'll bilge right out to the side. I mean, if you were taking out a lot of water, I would probably suggest keeping one of those on hand. Most of our paddles were pretty quick, like a couple hours at sunset. So we were taking it out of the water. Like I said, this thorough cleaning that I was doing for it, this just for the end of the season, maintenance and care that I even do for the paddleboards. All right, let's talk about this kayak here. I've got it partially unfolded just in the van here. And I really want to show off this tool and how iRocker just genuinely placed these three valves side by side. So instead of like one in the front, one in the back, or placed all over, this was very user friendly as far as you're going to have two ballastas on the sides. That's what makes the kayak be just a little bit higher off of the water. That's about 2 to 3 psi on each side, and then one in the middle. This is for the part where you sit. So you're going to be able to sit here and inflate this to 7 to 10 psi. And that takes me back to my tool. And this little guy here, which comes with most paddle boards, inflatables anyways, is really for your valve stem. It's used for maintenance. I've had to replace one in the past on a paddleboard that had a slow leak. Literally, you place this right inside your valve spot, and then that's gonna be able to lock and then grip and turn so that this piece then comes out. So if you're just having like a slow leak but no hole in your inflatable, that might be it. That might be the reason why things are going a little crazy. Maybe you don't even need to replace this whole thing. Maybe it just needs to be tightened just 1 inch or a ½ inch, anything like that, that will cause the board to lose a little bit of air on a slow leak. So anyway, like I said, 3 spots to inflate. We've got some different handles to be able to pick it up. As you can see, some of the durability, extra structure that's added for this. If you were to, this is the nose. If you were to come forward into sand or rocks, that's kind of nice. It does have more of a flat bottom to it. But like I said, there is a fin in the back for nice tracking. And I have to say that, you know, with the flat bottom, it almost gives that resemblance to a paddleboard. So back to my topic of different vessel types, and just like body types are all different, right? I found myself standing in this a few times just for the fun of it. I was like, yeah, I can still stand right in the middle and paddle this just like a giant paddleboard. No, I'm not going very fast. It's pretty slow. Even the sea kayaks, that's your top of the line, like really cut across the water, get there pretty fast in open water. This is a little slower, but you know what? It fits great with the inflatable paddleboards, which goes back to my next topic of how great it made our season in the fleet. You know, being able to offer this up to anybody that has mobility problems or just, you know, trouble standing on a paddleboard, and this is a little bit more comfort for them. You can, like I said, turn this into a 1-person or 2-person kayak. So it is a pretty big boat. We gave it the nickname Lifeboat. And I think it's just because we could throw stuff in it. Some of the paddlers, if they had extra stuff they wanted to throw in there, just depending on whatever our night was and what we had planned. So what I suggest now is I'm going to go ahead and fold this tightly up, get it in its bag, and then show more about how it is great for transportation. So why you would have an inflatable kayak, more about the portability, just like the inflatable paddleboards. You can fold them, inflate, deflate, wipe them down, and then if you want to unroll them and give them a more deeper dry stage, you know, you can do that too. But honestly, like, they're just great for if you don't have a roof rack, you got a small car, you want to throw it in the trunk, maybe you don't have a garage and you need to bring it inside in an apartment or something. That's what's all great about the inflatable paddleboards and the kayak now. Kayak just a little bit more robust, just because this one is a 2-person kayak, which makes it a little bit bigger. But let's go ahead and give it that final rolls now and get it into the... All right, I got it all laid out here, ready to go. Final stage here to go ahead and give this a little roll in. Let's see if I can remember exactly how we want to do this. We want to try to get it as flat as we can. Actually, I've saved some old packaging. I may just wrap the nose of this as it rolls into the bottom, the seat part. Let's do that. I saved some extra. That's a pretty hard piece. Go ahead and wrap. Yeah, it might be a little particular. You don't have to do it. You know, my gear gets a lot of wear and tear over the season, so try to protect as best as can. And since this is my first time rolling it up like this to prepare for the bag, So far, so good. Okay, well, I could have added that other foam inside there, but let's see if we can get it inside this bag. Wow. Okay, here we go. I just got a little sloppy with this roll. So each piece, they're gonna wanna meet in the middle and then kind of press it like that. And now we should be able to fit this right in the bag. Oh, I sure hope this is going together okay. Okay, so far so good. Here we go. Wow, I got it in. I got it in. Check it out. All right. So what's great is these have some wheels here on the bottom, almost like a giant luggage. I don't know if this would make the $50 check-in price at the airline, but maybe right on the nose. Yeah, there you go. You ready to go? All right, we're back here at the van. I'm gonna load it up. So just watch me put the board here in Mystery and, or the kayak. I keep calling it a board. It's just because I work with boards so much, but there we go. Here you have it, all ready to go. I'm pretty excited. I love this kayak. We had so much fun with it this summer. And like I said, with the fin portion in the back, really, we got some boost fins this year and even added the boost fin on this, and it made it really fun. Just a little quick Sunday ride along the lake, enjoying our views. So that was really fun to do. And I highly recommend it. I'm really impressed, and I never thought I would have an inflatable kayak being a stand-up paddleboard business. But guess what, guys? I'm impressed, and I got it in the bag, so we're all good to go. But thanks for watching. Tune in. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I've got more videos. We do a lot of different things for community, especially product reviews and making our own all natural product line. So go check it out.